Hello, my friends. Today's date is December the 5th, and this is a reading for you if this is your birthday, or if this is an anniversary or a special date that has happened to you. Primarily, this is a birthday reading, however, and this is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. So, what is the general energy card of the year but the judge? And what does the judge say to us? Well, we practice, we are judges. We have learned how to survive by being judges, by learning, by judging what is safe and what is true and what is just in our lives. And oftentimes, when our judges are in fear or in some kind of pain, we hold really harsh judgments about someone else or about ourselves. And when we feel safe and we feel open, we can often learn how to judge. Discern is a better word, understand what is happening with someone else and what they've been going through to get them to a place of maybe not doing something that we appreciate, but we learn how to forgive and find compassion and let go and move on. So this year is about the judge, and that judge may be an actual legal judge, a physical judge that is judging some kind of case for you. This may be about your own internal judge and how you're viewing some kind of situation, and whether you have learned, you found a way to, rise above and look at and find with compassion and learn how to forgive, or whether you are in the midst of some kind of yuckiness that needs you to really be, an advocate for yourself or an advocate for somebody else, or a resource for somebody else to find justice and safety, or a sense of discernment to understand what is really going on the deepest of levels without a superficial judgment overall. Uh, Prejudice, preconceptions of things that are happening. The judge ultimately, when they're of that highest realm, when they're of that, most conscious space, is one who advocates for others, is one who looks for fairness and justness in the world, who supplies the balance when balance seems out of whack. So, what is your particular challenge, December the 5th? Well, it's this lovely Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is often the person having their dark night of the soul. In essence, something that has probably happened to you early in your life or at some point in your life that still colors your life and makes you want to cower and makes you want to run away and makes you fear your ghosts and make you project all kinds of pain and problems onto something else or someone else or onto yourself, and calling yourself, the evil one or the bad one or the wrong one or the unworthy one. There's something deep that you hate about yourself, and that is troubling you. And whether you hate yourself or you hate another, there's some deep, because swords are about the mind. They're about our judgments. There's the judge again. Swords are about the judgments. So this is about your mind. This is about your thoughts. This is about your judgments of you or someone else in some kind of situation where you didn't feel safe or don't feel safe, and you don't feel in a good place, and you feel judged, and you feel like you might be even in danger. So and normally this is about just, some very traumatic experience. So this probably foretells to me that you're going to face maybe a legal battle with someone, or maybe a battle of your own psyche about something that happened to you long ago, and maybe it's conscious, and most likely it's not. The depths of it are not, but the energy that you feel around it are, and you might want to cower from something. But the other side of the Nine of Swords is it's time to stand up against your own ghosts. It's time to stand up against your own fears, and it's time to nines are shamanic openings. They're initiations into higher wisdom. They're initiations into a higher purpose. So you're at an opportune time to really face something deeply. And in some cultures, they step on swords, barefooted to climb to the top, the 9 steps of initiation into shamanship. So this can be a very powerful time for you, a time that's going to take you into some very vast and beautiful realms, painful realms, but once you look at them and feel them and honor them and find some forgiveness in them and find some compassion in them, then do you become the advocate again. Then do you become the helper for others. Then do you become the bright star that can shine and lead people through their own most challenging spaces. And what's the action you need to take during this? Well, buffalo, primarily, buffaloes face the storms head on. They face the storms head on. They turn their face to the blizzards coming, and many animals turn their backs and cower, that way. The buffalo faces it head on. The buffalo is not going to let this storm change it from its course, or change it from its view, or change it from its sense of itself. The buffalo is also about gratitude. Gratitude for what you have, gratitude for what you've been given, gratitude for what resources are around you, gratitude for the energies that support you. Buffalo fed everything of its body to everybody. They used it for glue, they used it for clothing, they used it for teepees, they used it for food, they used it for linings and intestinal linings to make waterproof baskets, waterproof things. The buffalo is all about gratitude, but the buffalo is also about abundance because it fed everything. So there's a prayerful aspect, there's a gratitude and a thankfulness aspect. So this is a time of trying to find your thankfulness, trying to remember that you're taken care of, trying to remember that everything is going to be okay. Just face it. Just face it. Go forward. Go through it. Be a buffalo. Move your head against the stream of your own disempowerment, because ultimately you have disempowered yourself with the dark night of the soul, and you judge something either about someone else that you might fear, or about yourself and what you have done, and you judge yourself, and you often can't go forward. Buffalo says, go forward. You've got to meet this head on. This is a storm that might be challenging this you, but you've got to face it head on and punch your way through it. Big old buffalo, punch your way through it. Let your horns be of righteousness. Let your horns be of clarity. Let your horns be ones that speak truth, that speak honesty, that speak dynamism, that speak compassion, if it can find compassion for another. But find compassion for yourself and talk with compassion about what you've experienced, and open yourself up to your vulnerability, and let all those different faces that you hold, all those different energies that wish to be seen but are afraid to be seen. These are your internal workings, your internal mind, and I think they have lots to tell you. If you'll open to them, you'll see a different path. You'll see an easier path. You'll see a more peaceful path at some point. You have to go through this challenge and this storm right now, and there will be guides for you. There will be guardians for you. There will be clarity for you to walk your path. Just remember to bring gratitude, and to bring your sense of abundance, and to bring your sense of courage forward, and be the judge that is open, that is kind, that is understanding with compassion of what you or someone else might have gone through, that can show you the variations of ways to look at things that can make sense to you, and that can give you a sense of balance in your world. I hope may this be a year of great balance to you, and the sense that justice can be yours. Aho.